everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. This is my Finish It Friday video. It is coming out on a Saturday this time, but I still just want to share a couple of things that I've been working on. What I normally do for my Finish It Friday videos is just show some of my unfinished objects, and I speed up the videos and I talk to you as you watch what I'm doing. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button. I'm on a journey all the way to 10K subscribers by July 31st, 2022, and I'd love for you to be a part of that. You can click my picture, which is down on the bottom right, and subscribe to my channel. That way you won't miss anything that I upload. I usually upload these days 3 videos a week, and so I would love for you to be a part of our community and see what content I'm putting out. At this point in the video, I'm working on this bear that I've been working on for a couple of weeks as far as sewing it and stuffing it. This is a bear that's made from a shirt, and I currently make memory bears and memory pillows and memory quilts, like t-shirt quilts, as a part of my business enterprise, I guess you could call it. So in this video, I'm just working on getting this bear stuffed so that I can get it sent out. I'm using polyfill to stuff the bear, and the process is pretty simple. I have a giant bag next to me on the floor that you might not be able to really see, and I pull apart the stuffing a little bit before I put it into the little opening on the arms in this case, and then I use that little tool to kind of stuff it down in there, because you want the polyfill to fill up fairly. I don't even know how to put it, but you want it to be stuffed well enough, and if you don't push it down in there, then it won't be firm enough for you, is the right word. So I'm just going ahead and continuing to stuff the arm. After I get the arm stuffed, then this bear will be just about ready, and all I have to do is stitch up the back of it. And there are 3 places to stitch this up. One is the torso, which you can see there, and then on the back of each arm and on the back of each leg. This pattern is the 9-patch memory bear, or 9-piece memory bear, that I got from the Make a Memory Bear store on Etsy. In this part of the video, I just wanted to take a minute and show you how I make my collar. This is the original collar from the shirt, and what I'm doing right now in the video is measuring the collar so that I know how much I'm going to have to stitch off of it, or where to stitch. So go ahead and button it up, and then I pull the back of the collar tight around the neck and see if it gets like I want it to fit. Then I put a pin there before I take the collar off, so I know where I'm gonna stitch it. The pin is gonna mark that stitching line. And so now what I'm gonna do, I'm just kind of readjusting the pin, and I'm going to go to the sewing machine, and I'm gonna sew on that pin line. So hopefully you can see that here. Just kind of lining it up with the pin. Actually, in this part of the video, I'm remembering that I don't have thread in the machine. So I'm going to go ahead and thread it. It's going to take me just a second to get this needle threaded. And I have sped up this video, but I didn't speed it up as much as the first half of it. So you can't, so you can actually see what's going on. Like right now, you can see that I'm really struggling getting this thread into the needle. And that's okay. That's one of the things that happens sometimes. Okay, so now I have thread, so I'm ready to go. And I back stitch at the beginning of this. Oh, well, I would, but then I forgot that I have a ballpoint needle in the sewing machine. So I need to take the ballpoint needle out and put a regular sewing needle in. As soon as it went down, it bent a little bit. And I think that's because it was a ballpoint needle instead of a regular needle. So now that I have that, rethread the needle, much easier this time. And now I can actually sew. I am back stitching here at the beginning and at the end. And then as I come to the pin, I move it. and just stitch down, give it a nice seam. It doesn't have to, the seam allowance is not really important here. Okay, so you can see where I've stitched that. I'm cutting off the extra thread, and then I'm going to take my gingers and go ahead and cut the outside the stitching line. And for that part, you have to make sure that you know exactly where you're cutting so that you don't accidentally cut into the collar that needs to go on the bear. Make sure you cut behind that seam. Okay, and then I go in and I finger press the seam allowances down and fold it over, and that's going to give that's going to be your bear's actual collar. And from this point, all you have to do is put it back onto the bear. Mine was a little snug, so it took me a second to button it up. And there you have it. It's all done. Again, this is the Make a Memory Bear 9-piece pattern. It is discontinued. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.